What's up guys, welcome back to Kayleigh Coulston Explores, and today we'll be exploring the double murder house in Surrey. Today I'm here with Bryony Sheriffs. If you haven't checked out my previous videos, please go and have a little look. Bryony's been in 2 of my videos now and will be following me throughout this project. I'm handing you over to Bryony and she's going to tell you a little bit about what she does.
So I am a freelance makeup artist. If you hadn't seen it in the previous videos, if you want to find me anywhere, it is normally at Line of Crime, YouTube, Instagram, and both links will be down there.
So go and check out Bryony. She's fantastic at what she does. Today, the double murder house is very different to what we would normally do, and I have to be very honest, it's going to be quite a sensitive piece. So anyone that gets triggered quite easily, or is quite emotional to this sort of stuff, I do recommend you don't watch on from this point. Viewers' discretion is advised. Today, the house we're going to view, a woman and a young girl were shot dead, and 4 puppies were also shot at this farm. So this is going to be quite hard for both of us because we are actually going to a murder scene. This happened in 2014, so obviously it was only, 5 years ago. We don't know what we're going to see. I'm going to be really honest, we could walk up there, it could be quite, I'm assuming everything's sorted now, but we don't know. So anyone that's sensitive, please do not watch this video, and if you want to follow us along, please do. So let's go ahead and check this location.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Emergency service.
Right, my mother's just been shot. Keeper's Cottage start. My mother's just been shot. Keeper's Cottage start. Keeper's Cottage start. Right, I need the police to come to Keeper's Cottage start. GU10 2AZ. Telephone no. GU10 2AZ. I'm running for my life. GU10 2AZ.
Alright, where was it happened?
He's just shot my mum, John Lowe.
Sorry, what's your phone address?
Keeper's Cottage start.
Yeah. Is that in Farnham?
Farnham, Surrey.
Okay, Mr. Patient.
Rafferty knows. Rafferty, please get here.
Okay, alright.
I'm going to go back to it. Bye.
Alright, Mr. Patient freezing.
I'm running in the house. I don't know if he's going to shoot me.
Okay, is someone been shot, did you say?
Yes, get Rafferty.
Okay.
Get Rafferty. I don't know whether I'm going to be alive if I go back in there.
That's so sad.
It looks fairly new, so hopefully it is just a dog that's lost it in here, but...
Well, we must be getting close now. If we're starting to see stuff like that, we must be close. Yeah.
Let's just hope it wasn't any of the dogs.
It's literally never ending.
Is that out over there?
I think it's that one. Because there's fencing there. There's like some sort of metal fence that looks like they're trying to stop people going in there, so let's probably cut through that way.
Okay. We're close. You can see it. Okay, we are literally coming up to the gate of it now. Sorry if we're a bit quiet. We just don't know if anyone's going to be around yet, so we'll see. Wired off.
I don't know if that's it. If we can sneak under that bit, just don't touch the fence because you don't know if there's anything on it. You just don't know if it's live or if there's...
I think it might be.
I think we should walk that way because that is complete. We won't even be able to jump that. There's spikes off it.
No.
If we walk that way for another, 5 minutes, we should surely, fingers crossed, be able to get something.
Okay.
Right. We're going to be going through a lot of... That is definitely it. It's got the dog pounds. It's definitely
my
it.
God. Okay, we'll go closer up, have a look.
Oh, God. Oh.
The things we do for content.
Oh, right. This is scary. Okay guys, we've just arrived at this location. Like I said, this is going to be sensitive, so if you don't want to watch and see that sort of thing, I suggest you stop watching now because it's going to start getting really real once we head in. All the dog cages.
Oh my god.
I'm nervous. I am so nervous.
No, I feel you.
Oh, location. I am absolutely terrified, I have to be honest, because I really don't know if anyone's going to be up here. Beautiful the
Oh my
the dogs were kept.
This is so just. There is an air around this place.
We're going to have to whisper for quite a bit, guys, because we really don't know if anyone's up there.
The scary thing about it is that looks new. It still looks like there's dog mess in there.
This is so sad. Do you know what's crazy thinking? Is that a murderer literally stood right here
Yeah, this was his.
and shot 4 dogs right as we stand.
Puppies, apparently.
So sad. So sad. We're being really careful because we don't know if there's CCTV as well, because obviously you've got to remember this was...
There's nothing this way.
No. You've got to remember this murder only happened 5 years ago, so at the moment we're being very, very cautious because we really don't know what we're going to come across. My legs are shaking so bad.
Obviously we do come here out of respect. This is no disrespect to any of the victims of this heinous crime. We are purely just here to bring life back into this place and show you guys a little bit of history. I would have never thought that something so violent could happen literally about 20 minutes away from my house.
Absolutely mad, isn't it?
Oh my god.
That is a hell of a drop. Oh, this is terrifying. This is terrifying. Is that a CCTV on the wall, Bryony, up there? That yellow box? I can't work out if it is or isn't. I can't see. Okay, this is the house where Christy and Lucy were shot dead. It's gonna stick out in here. There's a load more dog kennels, because this was actually a puppy farm.
Looks like there's a bird sanctuary.
Yeah, apparently John Lowe's, I think that was his name, he kept birds, and there was talk of a monkey, but
A monkey?
yeah, apparently so. From obviously I can't prove that. Right, this is the moment of truth. We're now going to be exposed. The minute we walk around this corner, we will be exposed. Okay, my heart is racing. Bryony, this place is enormous. Right, let's get down into the room. Let's go. We are now entering the house. What do you mean?
It's just that, sorry.
So as you can see up here, there's been a lot of other explorers that have been here. A lot of people have been up here. It absolutely stinks.
That door is terrifying.
It absolutely reeks in here.
But it does have a smell.
It smells really, really dusty. is the bathroom. In this house they only had one bathroom, so this is the main one. Carpet's still here.
There's some writing on it, isn't it? It's a visitor log.
Oh wow.
What's this? Thank you for my call today. In further discussion, we've managed how to roll our politics and risk assessment. We discussed obtaining individual signatures from each existing employee. No perceptible result. However, we intend to email the location to both the policy and risk assessment. To all employees, we're advised to read the documents as agreed.
Oh, that's heartbreaking. Oh my god, look. R.I.P. Lucy. A lot of people took a lot of sort of a light to the fireplace, because obviously that
It's
so unique. Oh, so right there where Bryony is stood is where the wife was shot. Right in this room as we stand, she was shot right there.
I'm actually not shaking.
I can't explain it to you guys, but this is, the whole vibe is so solemn, so solemn. Knowing that I am literally stood where the wife or girlfriend, I think it was the door, where she was shot, it's
Out of body.
just makes you so sad, doesn't it? It makes you so sad, think of it.
Huh? Be careful about glass.
Yeah, there's glass everywhere.
It's like a bar in here.
A bar?
It's like a bar.
Oh wow.
It's got a sofa over there.
Oh my god.
The thing is this is such a beautiful lot of land. And it just has such a dark history.
I just can't believe that we stood in the house of a murderer. I never thought that I'd be doing something like this. I never ever for 1 minute thought this would be what I'd be doing.
And as you can see, obviously a lot of windows have been smashed. There's an old vinyl player on the floor there.
Oh my
Record
god.
player.
The whole vibe up here is just chilling, isn't it?
Although it's a gorgeous day and the only thing that we can really hear is like birds and animals, it's still, you just have this, we don't know what to be afraid of.
Yeah.
That's what's the most scary thing, to know that there was such a heinous, disgusting crime that you hear about in horror stories and horror films and stuff, to be
stood
in
this.
the area in which it happened. It's, I mean, don't get me wrong, the adrenaline is crazy, but
Yeah.
like, it is just,
It just doesn't feel real. It just
No.
it's a vibe that you cannot explain this. There is no words to explain actually how solemn we feel.
I don't feel like there's much more to explore on this land. I feel like it is just going to be the trees and stuff. I feel like this is mostly where the areas were.
There's down that way. There's yards down that way. So I don't know if it's worth looking at. There's an upstairs, but I'll head up. But
I've just seen a hole in the ceiling, so I don't think
Okay.
it's a good idea for us to go upstairs.
okay. I just can't believe that's right where it happened. Right there. Where John took his own wife's life. Absolutely mad. I cannot get this in my head. I really can't. Yeah, there's a stairway up there, but I don't think that's safe.
Huge hole with the ceiling. The ceilings look like they're about to fall any moment.
Yeah, the ceilings are falling down, so we're not going to go upstairs, but
And obviously this is not listed for safe use. As you can see, there's a lot of debris and glass everywhere. So again, this is not encouraging anybody to come here.
it's just the wind.
We're at the house now.
Crazy. Yeah, there's other sites that way. I don't know if you wanted to risk it. I'm prepared to, but I don't know how you feel.
We should do it.
Yeah. So far, so good. I'm just terrified we're going to bump into someone. That is the initial fear. That is just
There is a van down there.
new or old.
I'm not sure, but it's got the windows open, so it has the door open, so I don't really feel okay going down there.
There's all the dog food cans, and up there is where apparently John kept birds.
Looks like it.
I'm going to try and look at the front of the house and see if that van is actually a used van. I really don't think anyone's going to be here because of look at the condition. It's literally just glass. Because we've come so far for this. We have travelled so far to get here. Well, you know, and I just don't want. The inner explorer me just doesn't want to leave. I want to get as much as I can, but it's just so unsafe. What is that?
It's just like a medicine syringe.
Oh, okay. Right, let's.
Not stumbling across any heroin needles, don't worry.
Yeah. If we head down there and just have a look and see. Can't tell if that van is new or old. Yeah. What the hell? And I think that's the driveway down there where Lucy ran and made the 999 phone call. And when she came back, she was shot at the back door. And as you'll see in the police footage, they blur the overhead. When they actually film above the property, they blur it because her body was lying there. I feel like those vans are old, I just can't tell. I just can't tell. I think they're old, Bryony. If you come here, I think they're old. I think they're abandoned as well. And if they are, that's the second part down there I'd love to get to. Just down there. Okay. Yeah. The aura here is horrific. It's... Hey. God.
Stop it.
What did that letter mean? The one that you read, what did that mean?
I think it was an email about people coming here. I think I've read it, so if anyone wants to go back and pause on it and read it, feel free. I mean, obviously after we're editing and doing this, we'll read it properly. But it looked like some explorers have been here quite a lot. I mean, there's
been tons. There's so many tags and names everywhere.
There's literally a logbook, as I showed on here, of explorers. I mean, obviously I don't think that we should sign that.
Yeah, I'm not going to sign that only because I don't have my actual full name in this house. Because obviously using your actual name can get you tracked very easily.
And this is also, we're not here to
graffiti, yeah, because that's aggravated trespass, and obviously that's not okay. That's not okay. We're here because I saw a documentary on this. Have to be honest, it broke my heart, and I just wanted to come and see what I could find. I suppose I just wanted to almost a bit of justice for myself, because seeing that it was so distressing, and now I'm here. It's crazy. It's really crazy. Shall we check out down there? Okay. Just look in the van. Look in the van.
It looks like people have actually gone in the bonnet to steal parts, which really doesn't surprise me.
So sad. Why did you do that?
People do.
Why? I just don't get it. And the sad thing is about this piece of land is they'll never sell it now. It'll never get sold because of the history behind it. People won't move here.
And it's such a gorgeous piece of land. It could really be made into something quite beautiful.
It's absolutely stunning.
And also, we don't know if anyone is living here illegally or squatting or not. So obviously, we do have to be a little bit careful with where we go. But as I keep saying, we're not here disrespectfully, and this is what we're really trying to just push, is that we're here to pay our respects and just explore for you guys in a way that isn't through the media, because sometimes the media can be a little bit tweaked.
Yeah, definitely. Well, the way the media actually aired this was they almost blamed Surrey police for this incident, because John Lowe's guns got removed from him in March 2013, 7 shotguns. 5 months later, they were given back to him, and people now say it was a issue with the police. They're basically saying the police had never given them.
Surrey firearms.
Yeah.
I actually saw an interview with someone who used to work with them,
Oh, really?
and she said that they had to get the RSPCA and the police down to remove the dogs
So sad.
because they were being mishandled. and John threatened them in front of police, saying that if I had my gun, I would shoot you all.
I heard that, he made a threat with the guns. But see, he already made enough threats as it is without the guns. And then police returned the guns 5 months later, along with his firearms licence. And people state that if this had not have been given back to him, there would have been no issue.
I mean,
But, you know, come on, like, you know, I'm very two-sided about that argument. The police weren't to know that this would have happened, but at the same time...
I feel in England as well, with gun law, obviously it is not common at all. Obviously I'm from a city rather than from the country, as Kayleigh is, so it might be a little bit more common in the countryside with farmers and things, but, you know, guns aren't really a common thing.
Oh, you're right.
What?
Well, in my whole life of living in the countryside, I've never ever seen a gun as such. I've obviously seen rifles because a lot of people do shooting around where I live, but not in the sense of like killing and stuff, just like, you know, pigeon shooting or like target shooting.
You don't really hear about shootings in the UK, especially in this area.
Especially
or our
Surrey.
area.
Like
Yeah.
when I saw this, I was absolutely baffled, and I actually asked people around me if they remember seeing this on the news, and it's funny enough, people actually did.
Yeah,
They remembered seeing this. We're just going to take a little flick down there because there's a massive building. Okay, we're just heading down to further down the yard. I'm so nervous. So nervous.
Sorry, I'm just deleting apps.
Huh?
Fill my storage apps.
That's fine.
Okay, we're good.
See, as you can see, there were so many cages. Everywhere. There must be, what, at least 30, 40 cages up here, at least, if not more. This is only about half of the land. There's a lot more, but we are really playing this safe.
We have horses.
I never heard of him having horses, I'll be honest. I never ever saw anything documentary-wise of horses.
There's the mask.
Oh my god, that was such a good film. Guys, haven't watched The Mask? There's a lovely copy there just for you.
Not like anyone has a DVD player anymore. Nice Christmas.
It's a bird. See, because other explorers have been here, I feel like we aren't as in such a bad a situation as we thought. Because we're not the only ones that have done this site. So that's actually quite reassuring.
Sorry, but Murder Place, Freezer. I watch way too many horror films. Look at that door. Oh my god. You see that bit of wood right there? I thought that was a woman.
I thought something else, but maybe that's just me being a bit
The magic finger. Why is there so many DVDs?
Look in here. Oh my god, this is enormous.
He definitely had horses.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say we can now. Don't touch that wire for the love of God, we don't know if it's live. This is mad. How you feeling?
I'm feeling alright. I think it's the initial feeling of going in, but as we've seen, there's so many explorers that have gone here, still wouldn't encourage it.
No.
Just out of everyone's safety and respect for the land. As you can see, there's been a lot of vandalism and breaking and entering. We're only going into them because they have already been broken into. We, on this channel, as I speak for Kayleigh and everybody on this, we don't break and enter.
Yeah, no, we don't do
Totally
that.
against it.
No.
We will either go to public ones or know that we've seen before that have already been opened, but on this channel we refuse to graffiti or break and enter because we're not about breaking the law.
Yeah, and the one thing I want to make really clear for my channel is everything you view is what we view. So if ever you think, you know, the doors are being smashed down or anything, quite literally what you are seeing is what we are doing. So if ever you come to banner locations, do not aggravate trespass, don't do it. So that's like graffiti, breaking and entering, like sound and stuff. Just be calm, keep it cool, innocent, and
Be respectful.
yeah, be respectful, because obviously if people start disrespecting a place like this, that stops explorers from exploring, and that's what we love doing. So if ever you come to these places, just respect it, and especially keep yourself safe, because I tell you what, there's a lot of glass, there's a barbed wire fencing. I'm not sure about asbestos because there's no signs, but then again, there probably won't be signs in this sort of place, so just take it really easy.
Yeah, lots of stinger nails. I want to know what's in that house thingy there, that one.
I don't know if we should stand in it, I'm going to be honest, but I don't know if we should stand up there.
No, we'll just peer in. Just looks like a little
Like a office maybe?
mobile home caravan thing.
Maybe it's where he went and did work or something.
One thing I have noticed, there is a lot of DVDs just scattered everywhere.
They're video ones, they're old.
Yeah,
So old.
they're real old, and even look at how the sun damage on the magic finger.
Oh my god. Right.
I think that's all we really have to explore.
I think now is probably the best time to get out of here. We've had a good flick round. I don't want to take the mickey and stay here too long, because you never know, other explorers actually might turn up, or I think we're going to play it safe now and head back. What do you think? Do you think that's a good idea?
I think we've got enough footage. I mean, as we say, we are only going into
The places that have already been opened, so there are quite a few places here that haven't been opened, and obviously, unfortunately, that is just going to be left unexplored by us per se.
Yeah.
But
I think we should get going, because I think being here too long is a bit dangerous.
let's go back to the
Right,
car.
let's go. Right, we're going to make our way back now, because I think we've been here quite a while, and I really don't want to risk anyone at all seeing us. Only because if we get seen, I just don't want it to cause us any trouble. No, I think we've explored what we wanted to explore. We knew this wouldn't be a long one anyway, because we knew the risks before we came here. We were fully aware, and I think now is the time to make a move. Although just before I head out, I'm just going to zoom in there. There we are. And that's the bird houses just there. Playhouse just in front of you there. And there's that building over there, which you see, if you go back a little bit, was apparently where they kept a monkey. But then again, I can't prove it.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, I can't prove that, because on the documentaries I haven't seen anything of a monkey.
he would have to get an exotic pet license for that anyway.
Yeah, well, people said he had the monkey, but there was absolutely no evidence. And it's a boiling hot day, you have no idea. I think this is the first heat wave of the year. I think it's about 30, what is it? It's 30. I thought it was 37.
37?
I thought. There's a light still on there. Oh no, it's not. No, it's not. It's the sun coming through a piece of
That looks like some Resident Evil type stuff.
It actually does, doesn't it?
I've literally just finished that
Look,
game.
more dog cages. Oh
Yeah.
my god, they're everywhere.
Hundreds of dogs.
Oh god, yeah.
Do you reckon it was a puppy mill?
Do you know? I don't know. I know it was a puppy farm. I feel like he bred them, sold them off.
Oh, with a guy with tendencies like that really surprised me if he milled after puppies,
Yeah.
which I didn't know is really wrong.
Yes.
Useless.
Okay, we're going to get going now, because we've been here a while and we're starting to feel a little bit unsafe. I know it sounds really stupid because we've been here for half an hour already, but we are getting this vibe. I always say stick with your gut instinct. If you're not feeling right about something, roll with that, because 9 out of 10 times your gut feeling, Jesus, is normally the right one. But Bryony and I feel like this was a good one to do, because obviously we both followed this documentary quite a lot actually, and we always wanted to put a bit of
invested,
and we always wanted to put a bit of justice into what we'd seen, you know. But then again, if you guys want to head down here, go for it. But I will be honest, it's not a very nice vibe. You don't feel safe. There's not 1 minute of being in there I felt safe, not 1 minute.
No.
Especially knowing that we quite literally stood where someone was shot to death is heartbreaking.
Did you hear how he did it?
He stood over her body, didn't he?
Stood over her, beat her,
stood over her and shot her.
It's disgusting.
And I could never imagine myself being in that type of fear
Yeah.
position.
Well,
So-
it being in Surrey as well, of all places, you like, I don't know, how old would we have been when that happened?
I would have been 14.
So I'd have been what, 16?
Something along those lines, yeah.
Yeah. And just I can't believe how low key it was.
Yeah, the thing is, I lived in this area my whole life until I was 17, and I
Yeah.
never heard about it, or I don't remember hearing about it.
It's sad. I didn't hear about it until I'd actually found this location and asked my parents and friends around me. They remembered it, but I had no idea. 5 years of not knowing what happened in Surrey. It's crazy. But we're going to head back to the car now. We've got a hell of a lot of woodland to track. If you can see behind me. No, probably not. Oh, no. We've got to get all the way up that hill. And then down that side of the hill, there's another hill we've got to climb.
Wish us luck.
Yeah. Let's
Guys, so we've just got back to the car from exploring the double murder house in Surrey. It was a really tough location to go and explore. I have to be really honest. Looking at it now, just going for the footage, just as we did, it was crazy, wasn't it?
It was an experience, to say the least.
Yeah, and it was a lot different to our previous explores. And if you haven't checked them out already, go head down there. Everything will be down there for you. We didn't really plan on this location, actually. Surprisingly, I found this 2 days ago, and this was completely unplanned. But I'm really glad we did it because we got some amazing shots, and I think it was definitely worth going to view. But at the same time, it was really just, I can't even explain just how
Very out
tense.
of our comfort zone,
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
As, you know, explorers, you know, Kayleigh not really being into many paranormal type thing, and obviously me being a massive believer. There's two very different mindsets going on, and I just think how serious and severe and real the situation is. Being in that position, hearing scary stories, you feel like you're desensitized to it, but when you are actually physically in the location in which someone was murdered, it hits differently.
Yeah.
It is just, you feel it constantly. And although of course there was that fear of, is someone going to be here, is anything going to happen, it was more so the fact of just a death there, an actual human death, and knowing that it was only 5 years ago.
Well, 2 people. It was, you know, two people. Absolutely crazy. And I never thought I'd do something like this on my channel. Actually, I really genuinely thought I'd just be doing just abandoned buildings, a little bit of history, not something of this sort of size. But no, I'm really glad we did. My next video will be on Sunday. I don't know if it'll be posted on actual Sunday or Monday because we're doing the shoot Sunday morning. Just depends on editing time and everything like that. But thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to our channels. Bryony's links will all be down below as well. So go and check us out. So thank you very much, and we'll see you Sunday.
Bye.
Bye.